So this is something like HVAC green awareness or whatnot. If anybody, if the homeowners know anything about that, what about your ghost loads and everything?
Oh, those like your on your surge protectors, that little red light. Think about it. It's a little light that is on. The little light on your TV, the little light on a PlayStation, computers. If the light's on, what's it doing? It's using energy, but it's not. It's using energy, but not doing anything useful other than just being like telling you, hey, I got power. You get enough of those, they don't use a lot. Good example I was used in class was think about when I worked for the school district. You get a computer lab with 30 of those surge protectors. Them little 1 penny lights, I call them. Well, you got 30 of them now. That's 30 of them here. That's 30 cents type of deal. It just adds up on everything. It's just being mindful of that. Like my wife, she doesn't like telling people when they talk about the electric bill in the summer. She does not like telling people what we spend because she calls me the energy Nazi in the house. But it's like, yeah, that's why when we run the air conditioner, we got a $190 bill while everybody else is $300, $400, $500.
Yep. And if you run that AC or whatnot, if your home ain't summerized, winterized, or what Chad was talking about earlier with everything sealed, your bill is gonna go up. Because your AC gonna keep on running because you get all these leaks with the windows and everything else.
That's like I got a video up there, showing like, hey, if your coil is this dirty, you need a service because homeowners think when you finally see that layer of fuzz on the coil, oh, it's dirty, I should get it clean. No, it was dirty 2-3 years ago. Now you just impeding the flow. That's why you're calling somebody because it's not working, because it just needs to be maintained. And without that maintenance, it's just costing you more and more to run, and then it shortens the life expectancy of the equipment. And there you go. I had a job one time when I lived out in Colorado Springs where people in that rich area were used to cheap air conditioners, but when the old 10C or the 10C or R22 units went bye-bye, and now you're at 13 SEER and then became 13 SEER with 410A, and your compressor shot, you're gonna need you're gonna need a new air conditioner.
Most definitely.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Just like that, you ready to sign up for it? I'm like, okay. I mean, we didn't get commission. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be $3,500, and I'm writing up the ticket. And whoa, wait a minute. 3,500. We had it installed 6 years ago. It's 1,500. Oh yeah, that was R22 10 SEER cheap equipment days. Those days are gone.
Yeah, they long gone now. It's 410A, and now they trying to get rid of 410A now.
Because they say it's involving with the global warming or climate change, whatever they call it nowadays, and
whatever the EPA got going on.
I just look at it as patents are 20 years, so somebody's patent has finally run up and got to go a different route with it.
Yeah, that's the money game right there. Once the patent is up, another company step in. They don't want to do 410A. They got their own refrigerant that they think it's better than 410A, just like 410A think it was better than R22, just like R22 was better than R12 or R34.
Well, that's here's a little history of HVAC stuff, because if you think about it, if you want to get into the trades back in the long time ago, let's say circa 1900s, people look at you, you were crazy. Because you try being an electrician back in the 1900s. If you didn't want to work on that, you got to go work on that building service. You gonna kill the power? You're an electrician. Get to it. That's where the whole unions and everything came in, because you had a death wish on some of that stuff.
For real.
You look at HVAC with commercial refrigeration. It wasn't R22 and R12 stuff. Your CFC refrigerants came about as a safe alternative compared to the ammonia and sulfur dioxide, because
the cancer causing agents.
They didn't cause cancer, they just killed you.
Yeah.
There's no joke on that one. I mean, that anhydrous ammonia, it's not a joke. I mean, I wouldn't mind being an ammonia technician because you make a lot of money doing that. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, but if it leaks out of the system while you're working on it, you did.
Whoop, that's about where it comes to on that part.
You're just done.
And it's not one of those, oh man, caught a little refrigerant. No, you're just gasping for air as you're dying type of deal.
Yeah, it'll suck your life right out of you. Your life will just slowly leave.
So those refrigerants were too dangerous, so that's where DuPont said, hey, let's come up with a safer alternative, and that's where the R12, R22 came in, and then you start getting into HCFCs to be more environmentally friendly than the CFCs, and the HFCs were better than all the stuff with the chlorine, and you start shifting around. Now we're going to the, the HO is it now, or something like that, or HC? Essentially, it's the hydrocarbons.
Yeah,
where
they changed it here recently. I ain't even read up on it, man. I don't know what they're doing now. It's just weird.
Chlorine was bad, so propane and butane safe.
Right.
Carbon dioxide is bad for the environment, but if it leaks out of a 800-pound commercial refrigeration system, it's okay.
Yeah. Why it kills everybody in the neighborhood and give them cancer?
Help that one make sense to me, type of deal.
Just a little bit of it, it's okay. Yeah, right. It's still doing something to your body. It's still doing something to you.
Something's doing something. Something's going to affect you somehow, and whatever. We just got to try to survive through it. Type of deal.
Oh man. There's a couple more stories I wanted to ask you too about Vatterop, man. I had forgot. So I know you had good students, you had bad students, you had students that cheated, teachers that really didn't care about the students or whatnot. I know you're not one of them. You want to elaborate on some of that good stuff that happened at Vatterop?
Man, like I said, we had some good students, we had some bad students, we had students that's like, if you just showed up and tried just a little harder, you'd do pretty good. I remember there was one group when I had my business, I got, they wouldn't come to class, they wouldn't pay attention, they wouldn't do anything, and how's your day going? I said, I was in your neighborhood making money. How did that make you feel? I was in the hood taking money from you. You don't pay attention. Some of you tried to fix things in the hood. Here I am taking your money. How does that make you feel? Where if you paid this little bit more, those $100 bills I made could have been in your pocket versus mine.
Hey, true story.
That's what it was, and just because there's that one student I will never forget how he loved going to Vatterop because he got paid good money to go to Vatterop. It's like, what do you mean you got paid good money? You were paying to be here. Vatterop's not paying you. You're paying to be here. I get these checks when I go here. How are you getting checks to go here? This doesn't make sense. It was those stipend checks they called them. And it's like
money that you got to pay back.
Yeah. So if tuition was, let's say $3,000, you borrow $3,100, and here's your, $100 to help with expenses type of deal, or because they were getting like $1,000 checks every 10 weeks. Nobody's paying you. You're borrowing that money to pay back.
Exactly.
And he looked at me. He's like, I ain't a fool. You name me a job where I can get a check like that, $1,000 every 10 weeks. I said, what? $1,000 every 10 weeks? You're talking about $100 a week. Yeah. You tell me a job where I can make that kind of money. Fry cook. Burger flipper. Gas station attendant. You're talking about $100 a week. Go be a competent apprentice and you could probably make $500 a week. But that means I gotta get a job, and I ain't a fool like that.